Hello, people. We're here with Coach AJ.
Coach Sarah.
Coach Teddy.
And Coach Carlos.
That's right. That's right. This is our first ever segment of our brand new podcast. We call it
Sweet D Podcast.
the Sweet D Podcast.
Sweet D Podcast.
Sweet D. There's a lot of people who aren't going to know what that means. Should we even tell them? Leave it a mystery?
Leave it to the imagination.
The imagination will take you far, my friends. Okay? So we will leave it at that. There's a purpose behind this podcast here. First of all, first and foremost, I think it's fun and informative. Okay? It's something for you guys to listen to on a Friday night when you're driving home from work, eating dinner,
Getting ready for bed.
So you can make it to Saturday's 8:30 a.m. Class Fit Camp or 10:30 CrossFit.
Yeah.
What else would they be doing on Friday nights? That's about it, because all we do is eat, sleep, and train. Yeah.
That's one thing that me and Carlos were saying this evening. I don't think enough people take advantage of the Friday evenings. It's a really, really good time to be at the box.
It is a good time.
Obviously, other people have plans for the weekend, but if you don't, we have spike ball, throw down a little bit. We can get a cold beer.
Cold beer is good. It's always good. Yes. People, make it in, all right? There's no such thing as starting your weekend off early, okay? Don't do that. Yes. One thing also on Friday to touch on that is we were talking about this a little bit. I think we're going to do once a week, maybe twice a week. I'm not sure what we're going to call it. I don't know if we have any cool names yet. Just some sort of throwdown, all right, competition style. Somebody suggested put a bunch of wads in a hat, short wads, 4 minutes or so. All right, 2 people, call somebody out, draw a wad from the hat, and you 2 throw down. All right, everyone else can watch and cheer them on.
Why would they be 4 minutes, JJ? Can you explain that?
4 minutes. 4 minutes, short and sweet. So here's the idea. All right, every day we wad to get it done and beat our time cap, but we're not beating anybody else. So, going against somebody, especially for a 4-minute wad, what I consider anything under like a 5-minute wad is kind of like a red line kind of wad. You just go for it. It's 100%. There's no standing around breaks. When you stop, somebody across from you is still going. So, I like to think about it like a red line wad. It's not
more like a competition style workout, and it gets you more used to that competition style.
Yeah, that's right. And we had a lot of people at Festivus that got to experience that, what it was like to go hard, and Carlos and Eva and Sarah and I screaming at their face. That was kind of fun. I know I lost my voice. I don't know how you guys did.
We were in their thoughts.
Oh, yes. So it was a good time, definitely a good time. So that's kind of the idea behind that. Get everybody ready for a competition. Train like you're competing. Train like you're trying to really beat somebody and not just finish under the time cap. So, plus time restraint too. So, it'd be fun. And it's not just for the guys. Ladies, there's not enough ladies that come throw down in the evening. I know who you guys are and who can make it. Come down, throw with us. If you have to scale a wad, I don't care. Scale it. Let's throw down and have a good time. All right. So I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
For the ladies.
Yes, ladies, we definitely need more and more girls in here in the evenings.
More girls.
Yes, please. It's just a bunch of dudes and maybe 2 or 3 of us. So,
ladies, it's a bunch of dudes. Come in. All right. What else? All right. So kind of back to the topic. There's a bunch of things we plan to talk about in this podcast. One of them is challenges, our monthly challenge. We always do a monthly challenge. We like our monthly challenges. This monthly challenge is
we have cool point systems. So every time you PR, you get points. Every time you've got the score of the day, you get points. What else do we have? Oh, if you beat the coach, you get points.
If you wear one of these sweet shirts out in public and you eat something healthy, do not wear it to Five Guys. It doesn't count. Okay. Or
what about if you just eat the fries, the potato?
Potato is glycogen.
People need glycogen. CrossFit.
I'm here for the rest of you guys. I'm here for you.
Okay, hold the Cajun. All right, you're good. All right, what else? Oh, if you beat a coach. Okay, if you beat a coach. Since I
Should be
didn't
calling us out a little bit more often.
Since I didn't do very many wads this week, You're not getting points for beating me.
It's a shame Vinny isn't a coach because I beat him a
Um,
lot this week.
You would win.
I know.
You
I'd be up on that leaderboard. Sorry, Vinny.
Whew. What else on there? I don't know. You guys come in to read the announcement section on the board. You should read that anyways. Every day you come in. You never know. Maybe I might throw a little special message in there just for you. Okay, you never know. Okay, so that's kind of one cool thing we're going to talk about is our challenges. Okay, another thing in this section, I think we're going to get into it right away, is I like to review the weekly WODs, this week's WODs, I should say. Okay, the good, the bad, the ugly, the surpriser. I want to start with you guys. I want you guys to take it away from here, since you guys did actually more of these than I actually did.
You did a lot of them this week, Carlos. So I'll hand it over to you.
Carlos, I can think of one of them that was a surpriser for you. Maybe not really even a surpriser, but one of them that you felt it, and I saw you.
I saw you with my eyes.
That was sweat. Those weren't tears. Which one out of all of them, though?
I'm talking specifically Wednesday.
Oh man, that was not
something to
okay.
do with a thruster.
That was not okay.
Oh,
I remember.
all right.
Those
That
might
was-
have been tears.
Yes, that was a beautiful WOD. And a couple of these, in my opinion, were pretty beautiful. So that one Wednesday, if you didn't make it, you should have made it. And you should have done it. 15-minute MRAP, 7 thrusters. They weren't very heavy. So your typical standard, 95, 65, 95 for the guys, 65 for the girls. All right. 7
That is
thrusters.
14 butterfly sit-ups.
14 butterfly sit-ups and 21 walking lunges. All right. So initially, when you look at the WOD, you're like, all right, so this WOD is basically just 7 thrusters. That's all. The other 2 things are body weight, correct? The lunges got kind of real. I'm assuming.
They were
Especially after
brutal.
those.
They were brutal.
Yeah, they look easy. They look like a piece of cake, but they were not all that piece of cake. All right, another one, and I think Teddy, you mentioned this one that I came up with and I thought was kind of cool. Unfortunately, I did not have the chance to do it myself, and I'm a little upset about that. But 3 full snatches, 6 bar facing burpees, 10 rounds of that.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys killed it. I don't remember your time.
I beat Vinny. I remember that much.
That's all. That's really all that matters.
6 seconds.
Whew.
But yeah, I think that's a good one because a lot of time in CrossFit, something like that, a 95-pound barbell snatch for some is heavy, but like in an RX scheme of things, it's not a heavy barbell, but you
Not that bad, no.
multiply that with 6 burpees every time. That's a WOD where
10
you've really got to
rounds.
understand how to keep your heart rate down, stay efficient with your movement. And 10 rounds is a lot. That's high volume. So I think it's a good one to learn how to pace yourself with, which in CrossFit is very important. It's a good skill to have and to know where your body can go and how to sustain that same intensity throughout a 10-round workout. So it was a good workout.
The motivation for that, I'll tell you where the motivation came from that. Open WOD,
Mm-hmm.
17.5, I want to say it was. Thrusters and dubs, 10 rounds.
Yeah, that was
Again,
horrible.
Not an extremely heavy thruster, your typical 95, 65, 10 of them. And then, 30 dubs?
30 dubs. Yeah,
Oh, that burned.
it burned. I remember
That
it.
burned
I
so
remember it.
good.
Remember
So-
it well.
Yeah, this was kind of a good good reminder of that WOD, yeah.
Mhm.
And I know the full snatch, the front squats before that probably didn't help the legs out a whole lot either, but it's all good. Monday we had this was a repeat. All right, so a lot of you guys have already done this.
Monday.
It was 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes of Cindy. All right, followed by a max effort calorie row. I think calorie row was 3 minutes.
Oh,
We
that
did
was a good
together.
one. We did that one,
That
yeah.
one together, yes, and that was a really good one.
Shout out to, I don't remember the girl's name, but that was her first ever CrossFit workout.
Raisa, yes, Raisa. That was her. Yeah, she's doing on ramp now. She hopped in with us. She did well. That's actually a body transformation test challenge. So everybody who did a body transformation did that WOD already and redid it. And I was here to watch Alan do it. Alan, I hope you get to listen to this. He beat both of his times, so I think he got an extra extra 2 rounds in Cindy, which is
Nice.
a round, typically it takes a
That's
normal
awesome.
person a minute. So if
Yeah,
you can think about it that way, he beat his Cindy by 2 minutes, and he got more calories on his row. I think he got 50 calories, which is he's moving. You got to move to get 50 calories in 3 minutes. So great job on that.
Good job, Alan.
Yeah, definitely good job. And skill, 10 minutes double under practice. If you're not practicing your dubs, people, and you're not able to do your dubs well, you need to practice your dubs.
Daily, guys. Daily. One more time. Daily, por favor.
Daily. One more time.
So
Okay.
so we should force people to practice their dubs. I figure that's really the only time it happens. So
Listen,
Weight challenge.
think
When
about
you're-
this. Think about this. Who does not like to get hit with a speed rope? Me? I don't.
Only in some situations.
Yes. Well,
this is true.
do I make you run, D? So,
Quite nutty.
quite not. Oh, then it's not just me. Shout out if you get the reference. I think most people will. That's good. 2 more WODs that we're gonna review Thursday. Thursday was a WOD that was very similar to what we've done before. It's 4 time. So run a 400 meter, 20 handstand push-ups. Run a 400 meter, 15. Run a 400 meter, 10. Run a 400, 5 handstand push-ups. I believe that is 50. Something around that number. Okay. A lot of handstand push-ups, but it's broken up well and manageable. It's end up being about a mile run. Good WOD. It's a good kind of sort of a rest after Wednesday. And I look at it that way. So even if you did show up for Wednesday, you could still show up for Thursday and get a good WOD in. Not much to say about that, I don't think. Either you have handstand push-ups or you don't. Actually, I want to give a shout out to, I was here to see Eric do that one in the morning. He did that WOD, and I think this is the first time I've seen him do a WOD with that many handstand push-ups, and he killed it.
Nice, Eric.
Mostly kind of a combination of strict and kipping, and killed that. All right, so Eric, I hope you get to see this or hear this. You did great on that. We got a lot of people that are just starting to get their handstand push-ups, and I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Handstand push-ups is probably one of the higher level gymnastic movements that we'll do here. So to see somebody who's starts off scared just to get upside down to actually do them in a WOD, it's a big deal. It's a big achievement.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
props to all of you guys who are doing them. And even if you're scaling them, kicking up on a wall and lowering yourself down, just kicking up is really the hardest part to overcome. Being upside down, it's easy when you're a kid, and it's not so scary when you're a kid. But when you become an adult, it's a little scary. It's like rollerblading. I don't know if you guys rollerbladed anytime recently.
Last week.
Did you? That honestly,
I love
haven't
rollerblading.
Dude, I haven't rollerbladed since I was
I would love to see
way
that.
younger, and it was I ended up going down a hill, scary shit. I got really scared actually because I don't trust the whole breaking thing where you tilt your heel or what you do.
There's not a lot of downhills here in Hunters Creek. That's what
No,
sucks. Like there's
well,
a whole lot of work that has to get put in.
Flat.
Yeah.
Years ago, I tried to throw on some rollerblades in Winter Garden, and the complex I lived in was a slope down to a lake, and that shit was scary. I didn't know how to stop.
I bet those costs would have looked real sexy with those rollerblade boots on. Just saying.
Listen-
Hashtag just saying.
Listen here, Thunder from Down Under. Calm it down, okay? That's an Australian joke for those people that, okay?
But back to the previous point about the handstand push-ups and the dubs. I think I'm around 18 months into CrossFit now, and one thing which is a real kind of good piece of advice I feel is movements like that, it's just repetition. Like they're frustrating.
Yes.
For me, like pull-ups are still a big weakness of mine. I get in every day and I can't do them. But little by little, if you chip away at them for 5-10 minutes, like a day, every other day, it'll come together, especially with the dubs. It took me like 10 days of straight practice, and then I was stringing them together. And then it's a it's a great feeling. I don't know what JJ's laughing at, but hopefully this is
Oh,
good
man.
comedy for
Guys,
people
he's
at home.
still learning his dubs. Don't listen to him. Those people that have been trying for months. So steady.
I'm going to pass the microphone back to Carl.
Hey, you know what? Another point I'm going to make about handstand push-ups, and this is a good one too. And handstand push-ups is, if you think about it, really, it's more than just a gymnastic movement. It's more than just a shoulder workout. It relates to weightlifting movements. All right. Think about a jerk. Okay. Think about a shoulder to overhead. All right. Yeah. Even a kettlebell swing where you need shoulders. All right. I was in a weightlifting seminar. I want to say it was Outlaw, maybe one of those where he has all his weightlifters doing handstand push-ups, and he said, it correlates well because those people that can't do a decent handstand push-up have a very shitty jerk, and those people that do have a nice jerk have pretty good handstand push-ups. Okay, I'm not pointing fingers. Okay, because I don't point fingers. Okay, but correlates well. Get good at them. Okay, one more WOD for the week. I'm gonna talk about real quick, so we don't make this too long. Is today's WOD, Friday's WOD. This one's kind of cool. All strength WOD. It's EMOM every minute, 10 minutes. 2 power cleans on your last one. Split jerk in there. All right. I'm a big fan of EMOMs. All right, especially for strength training. Okay. I like the little bit of rest, but not a lot of rest. I like when your rest is kind of controlled, I guess you could say. All right. Good workout. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys did it.
Yeah, I did it.
Did you do it? How do you do?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I love those kind of EMOMs. It gives you, like you said, just amount of time. The only thing I would say is being there to something like that, don't be afraid to push the envelope a little bit. As long as your form is good, everything is fine. I mean, it's what does it take? 15 seconds, give or take, to knock that out.
Not very long, yeah. And really, if you're doing those power cleans, touch and go right in your split jerk, it's a good sign that you probably need to add a few pounds to your bar. They're meant to be one power clean, drop it, take a second, power clean, and hit that split jerk. I do like EMOMs for strength training as well as really technique training. I was able to help a few people out this morning kind of sort out their jerks, and by the time the EMOM finished, they're looking pretty good to me. I think they're ready for the American Opens coming up. If you know what that is, Google it.
I think a good thing about that WOD tonight as well is some people that come to CrossFit, they want to sweat all the time and do these big long chippers and burn all these calories. What they need to understand is when you lift heavy weight like that and just do something as simple as your Olympic lifts and stress the body in a different way, that's exactly what it does. It stresses the body in a different way and you get exactly the same result. Don't think that because you're not breathing hard and sweating hard that you're not actually putting in the same work. So don't ever shy away just because you think, oh, that WOD's not going to let me burn calories. Like, you've got to find different ways to stress the body. So I think that's
it's a good point. And especially, I think too many people in CrossFit get caught up in defining a good WOD as a 45-minute AMRAP where I'm crawling out of the gym. It's not about that. There's a lot different muscle stimulus that need to be worked. So there's times for a long WOD, okay? But a 3-minute sprint that leaves you on the floor when you're done is equally or even more so important than so
also doing a lot of competitions. He knows about that.
Yes. 3-minute.
Same with JJ.
That's right.
It sucks.
It does suck. That's your WODs for the week. All right. Let's see. Guys, this is our first podcast. This is our first one. So if there's anything you like to see or any suggestions you might have, anything you want us to talk about, training, we're going to be getting into dieting. We got a lot of topics we're going to be talking about. If there's anything you'd like to see or hear about, another one as good as recovery, warm-ups, stretching. There's a huge debate on stretching before and after, and everyone has their own opinion, and foam rolling and stuff like that. And we'll let you know some of our opinions. I'll let you know mine as sort of more of a CrossFitter, and Teddy more of as a bodybuilder. We'll kind of let you know some of our opinions. Put the guns away, okay?
Florida license.
That's right. So we got a lot of cool topics to talk about. I want you guys to give us suggestions, give us a shout out if you have any comments. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up or
How do you guys feel about probably doing like a weekly poll, being this is our first one, throw up a poll at the end.
Throw up a poll.
Come up with stuff. Yeah.
Honestly, here's the thing. Give us something to talk about and we will talk about it. Okay? Make it fun, make it crazy, make it for real. Who cares? We'll talk about it. Who are we? Sweetie. And who are we, Sarah Cruz?
Oh, no, we are CrossFit Beautiful Disaster, CrossFit Gym in Kissimmee, Florida, just south of Hunters Creek.
What do we like, Sarah Cruz?
What's that?
Sweetie.
If you're not already a member of the gym, come and see us.
Quick hint for you guys too. Come to our location and you might get a hint about why we are Sweet D. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
Oh,
Anything else for you?
Nada.
Anything else for you guys?
We're good.
We're good.
good.
Hey, really quickly, our 6-week challenge starts on Monday. We have 6 participants that are going to embark the CrossFit challenge for 6 weeks. So best of luck to those guys. Can't wait
Good
to
luck,
see you
guys.
next week. Yes.
Show them some love.
Very excited about the challenge there. I think they're going to love it. So they've got a lot of good stuff in store. Great WODs next week. Hopefully this gets out before Monday. Repeat week. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. I picked a random week, and when I looked at the WODs, I made a good choice, I think. So
I'm scared.
Listen.
It's
The
gonna hurt.
WODs are already posted.
Pay the man.
8 a.m. thing, p.m. thing. I don't want to hear about it. If you guys didn't show up, I know it's because you looked at the WODs the night before, and it's
No
not
cherry
your cup of
pickers.
tea.
We
Hashtag
judge.
cherry pickers.
Next week, we're going to call out all the cherry pickers.
Every
We're gonna
single
have a
one of them.
list.
We're always watching. I know who you are.
Hey, I feel like usually the members come on average. We know who's coming Monday, who know who's coming
We
Tuesday.
know.
So if you normally come on Tuesday and you don't come, guess what you're going to do on Wednesday? Tuesday's WOD. I don't know if that should be our first poll.
I like
Put it on
that.
the poll.
Hey, it could be a new rule. I mean, this week we have 2 new rules. 3 is a charm.
The best thing coming 3. That's what I heard. I don't
Best
know.
thing's coming 3. Yeah.
I heard 4.
2's company, 3's a party.
I'm not fond of that.
I think that's
Take
all I
your
got,
number.
but you get the point. Okay. One more thing I was gonna say, and I forgot what it was. Save it for next week.
Save it next week. See you next week.
Over and out.
Peace.
Chill.